Good evening, lovely people, wherever you're watching us from. This is S3XPLAINED. If you're just joining us, karibu sana. And if you've been with us all through, welcome back. Now, today I am alone. Our men walisema they have to deal with matters uko nje, and I've been left to manage the home. And as you know it, we women never let you down. So, I'm your host, Comfort Nganga, and joining me is a fellow woman to spice things up and let us know what she wished she knew in her 20s. Her name is Dorothy Mudola, a seasoned publications editor, and she tells me she studied journalism but never got to practice. We'll get to know why. Maybe it was a choice in her 20s that she now regrets, or maybe she now realizes she doesn't need. But it will all come from her. I didn't say that. So, karibu sana, Dorothy.
Asante.
How do you feel today?
I am honored to be on this set today. I hope I am welcome.
Karibu, this is Explained. We are uncapped, we are unfiltered. So tell us all, tell it all to us. Let us know what we need to know, what we need to practice in our 20s. And before we get to that, it's the pink month. And yeah, we need to get screened. I don't know, did you ever get screened for breast cancer in your 20s?
No, I'll be very. I'll just say it. We never used to think about breast cancer during our times. We knew it was there, but we never used to think it's important for us to get screened. Right now, I feel that every lady in their 20s, in their 30s, need to have a screen. Need to go get the screen done. It is important.
Yeah, it's quite important.
It is.
Yeah, so tell us about you. Your name, yes, Dorothy, but tell us more about you. First, get to know you.
Okay. As you've heard, I am Dorothy Mudola, Dorothy Kasandi Mudola. I'm a middle-aged woman in her 40s. I was invited to speak about what I regret not having done in my 20s, and probably the few things that I did in my 20s that are positive. It's a topic that will elicit a lot of debate and memories.
Yeah.
But I hope that it will enlighten someone.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
So let's just dive right into it. How were your 20s like? Which school did you attend? Which disco? You used to call them discos, right?
Yeah,
Which
we used to call them
discos did you
discos.
attend?
Okay. First, right now I am a mother, a church-going woman. So some things I've removed from my life, but I grew up in Kakamega. I wasn't born in Kakamega, but raised in Kakamega. From a family of 6 siblings. We are 6. And my parents were strict educationists. My parents were teachers. My mother,
Both
my
parents?
dad, they're all teachers. So I was
Tell us about it.
I was in a very strict environment growing up. And I'm the third born in our family. So we have 2 boys, then me, then another boy, then 2 girls, are the ones at the end. So I had to fight for my space in between the boys. You know, the boys can be a little rowdy.
Yes.
Yeah, I would be bullied. Not so much, but really bullied. Yeah, and the rural setting, it was just common knowledge that the boys would bully the sisters. But they loved me because I was probably the go-between them to my parents, you know, the soft landing where they would need something. They would send me, they would look at me as someone who can talk things out to my parents, and my parents would listen. So growing up, I was a good child, I think. Recently, when I was speaking to my mom, she said that I was all over the place. I don't believe that, but she said that I used to be all over the place. In school, I would want to be in the debate club, I'd want to be in the music club, I'd want to be in the dancing club, I'd want to do sports. And I was not very good at doing all those things. But I would make sure I do something. I was a girl guide, you know, I was in the Red Cross Club, I was in the Farmers Club, you know.
Whoa.
I used to want to do all those things. I think because I was a girl in between the boys, I wanted to compete with them, you know, so that, I be noticed. And 40 years ago or 45 years ago, ladies were kind of marginalized. The girls were kind of marginalized. That's why the girl child issue picked up. Picked up so that the girls can be heard, their stories can be heard, their ideas can get out there. So I used to fight for my space.
Maybe you can shed some light on it, because for most of us, we found girl child empowerment already in place, so we didn't have to struggle with a lot of these things.
Yeah, true.
But how was it really? Were you denied education? Were you maybe married off early? Are there friends you have that were married off early? Just give us a picture so that we can now appreciate what we are enjoying.
Lucky for me, from my background, my parents were not the type to discriminate against the girl and the boys. But the environment you were in definitely we would see some kind of discrimination. In school, you would see the boys would be favored more than the girls. The girls would be the ones who would do the female chores. They're the ones who would sweep. They're the ones who would probably serve tea in the staff room. During our time,
That's in school.
Yeah, the kids were the ones who were doing that. The students, that is.
Wow.
We would have a cook, but now we didn't have extra staff to probably do the extra work. So the girls are the ones who would be picked to go do that.
So this is in between your lessons?
No, that is, okay, like maybe break time. That is when the teachers would take tea, and that's when we would be asked to go serve them. Lunchtime even, when the teachers were taking their lunch, they would be asked, some girls would be asked to go serve. After class, maybe when the other kids are out there playing, would be asked to go clean the staff room, clean classes, you know, stuff like that.
Wait, even classes?
Yeah.
But boys are in the same class with you.
The boys were not cleaning the classes.
That
During
is
our
so
time,
unfair.
the boys were not cleaning. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, the girls had a certain role to play during that time. Right now, it is just common knowledge that, there is gender equality and all that. And the boys are able to do some of these things. Some even actually like it. And we just grew into it. Yeah, we just knew that is a role we need to play. That is something we need to do. So we never really questioned it. But you would see as we progressed in class, you'd see that maybe you were like 30 girls in class, but by the time you're in class 7 or class 6, class 7, because that is the age where most girls would drop off to go get married and stuff like that, the number would dwindle. Yeah. Right now, I have a son, and whenever I would go to school, I would see that there are many girls in class more than there are boys. Girl bats, I think in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, then there were boys. I understand that right now it's reversing
Yes,
I'm
it
not so
is.
sure, but I understand it's reversing.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
there are more boys being born now than there are girls. But there was a time where the girls would be, it would be more than the boys. And now, stereotypically, it was, I don't know, parents never liked to have girls than than boys, because they would think the girl would need to leave the home and go start a family somewhere else, but the boys would stay behind and take care of them. Then, right now, everyone leaves. The boys leaves, the girls leave. So yeah, it's not so much the same.
I don't know how you take it, because you've mentioned you're a Christian, and
Yep.
what I know, I don't read the Bible that much, but once in a while I read it.
Yeah.
I know it says that man shall leave his parents' home and they will join with the woman to build their home.
Yeah.
But now in our African setting, it's
It
just
is-
the woman leaving.
It is the woman. Yeah, there was. I heard someone say just recently. I think it was a preacher or someone. It was a preacher who was saying the girl has no home, as in has no belonging. That is, the girl goes away. Yeah, goes to the man's home.
And
So
you have
they
to
don't really
speak
belong.
like them, eat like
Yeah,
them.
you have to adapt to whatever they're doing. You have to learn their language. You have to do the things the way they do. Learn their culture. Okay, could be from a different cultures. Learn the new culture and actually adapt it. But then I feel, I don't know. I feel right now it's easier. It's easier for people to make choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get to a point where they decide on what they want to do with their lives. And there's no so much pressure, yeah,
As before.
Yeah, as before, to stay within the lines, no going outside of the lines. So it's far much better right now, I believe. But growing up, you'd see a stark, there would be a difference between the boys and the girls. We were not allowed to play with the boys so much. We were not allowed to wear boy clothes. We were not
really?
allowed. Yeah.
So you wouldn't wear trousers?
Yeah, growing up, I think I wore my first trouser in high school.
Must have been liberating when you did for the first time.
I don't know. I was
Or did you feel awkward?
self-conscious. Yeah, I was self-conscious. Oh yeah, there are some people. This is the rural setting, but people from the city who wore that all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I would watch my cousins come visit in trousers, and would just wonder, how are they able to do that? Yeah, but now I don't feel my parents would really stop me from wearing trousers. But the way you stay in an environment and it just
How you're socialized.
it's just socialized how you do things. Yeah, so even shoes. Most of us never wore shoes in school. I wore shoes in school, but most of my friends growing up never wore shoes in going to school or going anywhere, really.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
It was sold to us as a narrative of being poor. But now people are now going barefoot
Yeah.
because it's now cool.
They say it is
you're absorbing the
grounding.
nutrients.
Yeah, it grounds someone. I think so. And also, I read somewhere that it also improves your gait, your stature, and your bone grows. Your bone, the way the bone grows, it's not confined, so it grows the way it's supposed to grow.
Wow.
Apparently, your feet are supposed to. Your fingers are not supposed to be close together. They're supposed to be apart. That's why it makes you walk properly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can now imagine how much we've been lied to or maybe deceived. Is it deceived?
I don't know.
I'm
I think
losing the word.
it's just a misconception that if you are wearing shoes, you are better. It's true. it is safe because now you'll not step on harmful things. You'll not hurt yourself. But still, I advocate for as much as you can. Whenever you are able to remove your shoes, just remove them and be barefoot. Yeah, yeah, it's true. There are things that are called bunions, and bunions just come because of the pressure that the shoe puts on the foot.
Especially heels.
Heels, corns. People before never used to have those things. They were free. It was just a free country. You walk the way you want to walk. Yeah.
We should start a movement. Let's go back to the old ways. Okay,
Yeah.
the good ways that favor women, not the
Yeah.
ones that are
True.
so rigid on women.
Yes.
And let me just take you back to, you grew up having both parents as teachers, so that's quite a strict environment.
Yeah, true.
And your brothers are bullying you, and there is how you're socialized. So I can imagine you didn't have a lot of free will as you grew up. Then you get to your 20s, you're used to people dictating what you do, what you wear, how you eat, how you sit, how you generally conduct yourself.
Yeah.
Now you're in your 20s. Assuming you came to Nairobi to study.
I did.
And now you have freedom.
Yeah.
How did you receive it at first?
First, I received my freedom when I joined high school. I was in Meru. I went to high school in Meru. All the way from Kakamega. Yeah. So it was partly freeing, you know. I remember it used to be a 2-day trip to school. And sometimes I would take the trip alone. Imagine a 14-year-old, 13-year-old taking the trip to Meru.
That
I
can
had
be
to
scary.
come from Kakamega to Nairobi, then Nairobi to Meru. So that was the first time I experienced freedom. Yeah. The first times I would be taken to school, but after that I would go on my own. Secondly, the freedom I experienced in high school was something different. In our school, there was no corporal punishment. So,
Which school was this?
Kaga Girls High School in Meru.
Oh.
So we just knew we would behave ourselves. We never experienced torture and a lot of bullying. There were instances where people would do that, but not so much. And that was another form of freedom that I experienced. Then, after high school, joining college in Nairobi, now that was where freedom was freedom, indeed. In my teens, I was a shy girl. Probably I'm still am. But I was shy. I never used to participate in the many things that teenagers would participate in. But when I grew into my 20s, I kind of explored a few of these things. I would go to the disco with my fellow college students, college mates. I would maybe take trips, go for hikes, stuff that I wasn't able to do before. But yeah, in the 20s, there's a lot of freedom. I think partly because the parents believe you are coming of age, you need to find your way in the world and experience some of these things. It's not that the parents would ask you to go to the disco. You just knew.
You have to go but not tell
Yeah,
them.
you have to go but not tell and behave in a certain way. If you are a responsible child, behave in a certain way where you will not do things that would set off your parents. So there is the freedom of the 20s.
So what songs were you jamming to?
Oh my God, we had R&B, We had ragamuffins.
Great.
And also rumba, but rumba was there. But when you're in your 20s, you don't really jump to rumba, because rumba, that's what our parents would listen to. But would listen to R. Kelly, would listen to I don't know, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion.
I think
Do
I
you know
listened to these people. Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah, and then there used to be groups, music groups like Sisters with Voices, SWV. There was Escape. Yeah, there were these Naughty by Nature. You know, that is when rap was rap. You know, and would jump to that akina Dr. Dre, Big, akina Biggie. So many people. Yeah, like Faith Evans.
You seem to have been a cool kid. Yeah.
No, not really. I was versatile. I would gel into spaces that seemed interesting to me. So yeah, I would, and I also used to read a lot. I used to read novels. I used to read anything. I used to read newspapers. I used to read magazines. So I would come across these things in my 20s. I remember there was a time we hosted a family at home. And there was this young guy who was a little younger than me. Then he would wonder, what is it that Dorothy is reading? Because I would not sit at the breakfast table with no book. I would actually find something to read. I would not go to bed and not read something before sleeping. The stories, the books would lull me to sleep. We didn't have TV growing up. I think we got our first TV when I was a teenager in high school, a black and white TV.
The Great Wall.
A Great Wall TV. Yeah, and I remember there was this, I remember that advert, the Kiwi advert. And this guy would come out with this trench coat, step on a puddle of water, and then go somewhere and wipe his shoes. And I remember thinking that trench coat was black-gray. It was not black-gray, it was brown. It was a deep brown. So I'm in school telling the other people, the new advert, the Kiwi advert. This guy coming out with this gray trench coat. And they're telling me it is not gray. It is brown. So yeah, it was a black and white TV, a small TV, but yeah, so many memories were made around that TV.
And it served the purpose.
It served the purpose. Mostly the parents would watch the news, would watch football and wrestling. Oh, and Vioja Mahakamani and Vitimbi too. But yeah, it served the purpose at the moment. Remember, there's no electricity, so you're using the battery charged. My dad had a car, so we would go take the battery from the car and plug. So that means we would not have TV the whole day.
The whole day.
Yeah,
That
we'd
had to
just
be
have
in the
it
evening.
in the evenings when he comes back from work. And he made it easier that he bought a battery for the TV. Now, so when he's away, maybe away for a few days, would still use the TV.
Watch.
But there was a curfew, so you would not just switch on the TV any time you would want to. Yeah,
I can imagine how much discipline that programmed you to have.
Somehow, there's some things in the home where you would not just play with. You would not play with your dad's or your mom's radio. You would not play with your mom's sewing machine. You would not play with the TV. Oh, and the thermos flask, the tea flask. Those are the 4 things that you would not play with.
Was it unspoken rules or something you directly told, never touch this?
You just knew. You didn't just mess around with those, because they were hard to come by. I remember my mom took a loan to buy that sewing machine, and I don't think it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money that time, but right now, it was maybe close to 12,000 shillings.
That's little money, though.
Yeah, that's little money right now. And I don't think they're very expensive even right now, where you have to take a loan to buy it, unless those fancy ones.
Yeah.
But just the sewing machine itself, it was something you don't play with.
That was the cherehani, the one
Yeah, the
that you-
cherehani, yeah, the singer cherehani thing. Yeah, so yeah, you just knew that if you destroy these things, you'll be in for it, and either you are preserving them so that you don't miss out on some of these things, or you'll be punished. So yeah, it was just.
I'm interested to hear
that
your
way.
opinion on that kind of discipline on our children nowadays. Is it there? Is it a lax on the parent side or freedom for the children?
I feel the parents nowadays experience that their freedom was so much curtailed that they don't want to impose that on their children right now. It is not a bad thing as long as there are boundaries about punishment and all. But too much freedom also messes the child.
The child.
Yeah, messes the child. There are some things the child at a certain age is supposed to know. You are not supposed to just cross and do the wrong, because there are no consequences. You are just supposed to know that I'm not supposed to meddle with these things. These are things that my parents use or they're used in the home. So yeah, many kids these days are a little pampered, I would say. I know. Many parents feel they were maltreated growing up, and they don't want to repeat the same thing to their children. But for me, I feel they were a little harsh on us, but it worked. It worked. It stopped us from doing so many things that would have taken us the wrong way in life. Yeah, especially, I know they say teach your child the ways in their youth, and they will stick to them as they grow older. Many things I never got into because
Because of how you were brought up.
How I was brought up, yeah.
That's
And
powerful.
yeah, it helped me a lot. Yeah.
That's powerful. But let me take you back to the disco.
Yeah.
Nowadays we dance to miondoko and you know those. Do you know any of the miondoko styles?
Yeah, okay, I don't know how they're called, but I see them.
Oh.
I see them.
Which is your favorite?
I have a young man in the house, and he does those dances. I don't know how they're called.
But
They're
at least you
weird.
you can at least
I can
show us one.
move. I can't show. I can't show you now.
Okay, you move the legs or the hands, or what does he move as he's dancing?
Oh,
One that you consider your best of his moves.
I don't know. There's some moves I tell him I don't want to see those moves in my house. I don't think they are very. I think they're just nasty.
Oh, okay.
But I see people doing them, and maybe widely accepted.
But for you, it's
I
a
don't
no.
know. If even if I'm watching a TikTok thing and I see these young ones are dancing, I look away. I don't know. There's a way I don't want it to get into my head. You know the way you are socialized that yeah, I would look at it so much and start liking it.
Yeah.
I am avoiding that. So I don't know how they're called, but there's the Mapangale one. That one is just
Mapangale.
funny.
Yeah.
Then there is, I don't know. For us, we had the shuffle, and
Okay.
it was just nice, and it had rhythm. You know, right now I don't know.
So apart from the shuffle, what was the other signature move you guys had?
The break dance.
Oh, break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
did the
do.
break dance. Yeah, the break dance and all that. Then there's the reggae moves. I don't know how they're called. Yeah, but we had specific moves for specific
For specific songs.
Music and song, yeah. Then there's the blues where we would slow dance and all that, yeah. And then there was the jams where we would jam to certain songs and all that. I remember them and I see them. I don't know if I'm able to do them right now, but I see them, and they used to, yeah, they were okay moves. They are not so lurid and all that, yeah.
Right. So between the fun, you being a lover of books and reading, and having fun at the discos, and jamming to those nice songs and having nice moves, what were the lessons you learned then, and what do you now look back and wish I knew this at that time, I'd have done it differently?
Yeah, I wish I enjoyed myself more. When you're in your 20s, the 20s are very fickle. The 10 years between being 20 and being 29 just rushes past. So I wish I would have enjoyed more the discos and the company of my fellow youth that time. I wish I would have participated in church more that time. I wasn't a church person then. I was going to church, but I wasn't a churchy person then. I wish I'd formed serious relationships with my fellow youth at that time. I had some relationships formed, friendships and all, but they were not very deep. They were just surface friendships. I still have some that I maintained up until now. I still have friends I made in high school.
Wow.
I even have friends I made while in primary school. But I would have expanded my horizon more in making friendship, and even expose myself to other cultures and other people too. I didn't do that so much. And I know I'm not alone. Many people grew up guarded during our era. So you would not explore the things as people explore them now. Yeah, would just do what you can. Yeah, and just be safe. That is
Sounds
now.
like it was a survival mode.
It was, because many new things were coming up, and we had no knowledge about some of these things. Especially for me, coming from a rural setting. Coming into the city, you are guarded. We had stories about the city changing you for the worst, and who wants to be a bad person? I would like to be nice and liked. So we never really explored things that would expose us to new things. We would be guarded. That is.
I'm a bit concerned about, appearing to be nice. Did that push you into people pleasing a lot?
Oh, during my era, and I was talking to my fellow age mates just recently. During our time, it was just common knowledge that you will have to be nice. You'd have to be nice to get ahead. You'd have to be nice. If they saw that you are hard-headed, they would think that you are a rebel. If you would say no so much, you'd be labeled as a rebel. But and that made most of us be people pleasers. We would get into situations where we were not very comfortable, but because we don't want to disappoint, we would be pushed into doing that. Yeah, would conform to things that maybe we were not supposed to. Yeah, we would have said no yeah, often. And I think if you are in your 20s and something doesn't feel right or doesn't feel like it's you, it is good to just say no. It is good to not just agree blindly and just hope for the best. It is good to stand your ground and say no. That is why people get into addictions, people get into bad company, because they want to please the people that are around them. So it's good to say no when you're in your 20s. That way it charts your journey, and it will teach you some things that will be beneficial to you as you grow older. Yeah.
That's powerful, and saying no is quite hard, especially as a young person, because how are you saying no to sherehe?
True.
Then again, I'm thinking there are the people who were afraid of saying no, and they conformed to what society expected, ended up being people pleasers. And to some point, some people had foreclosure as their identity. So you're told by your mom, you will be a nurse. And since your mom has repeatedly told you you'll become a nurse, you chart everything towards being a nurse. But these were the people that were never called out by society. Actually, most of the younger people were told, si ukue kama fulani, kuwa kama nani na nani. But deep down, they are hurting. There is this side of them that they can't explore or can't show, because society has taught them that this is, if you want to be accepted in the society, this is how you should appear before people, this is how you should present yourself, this is how you should talk. Are there friends, maybe when you look back now, are there friends that you can say struggled with foreclosure, and how are they dealing with it now?
They are. There are many, me included. Although there's something that I pride myself about. I didn't want to go my parents' way, I remember after high school, when you're deciding on what courses to take, I told my dad that I want to do journalism and public relations. And he agreed. He didn't tell me that I should go to teaching, because teaching was now the most accepted course to take that time. Sometimes I feel maybe I should have done teaching, but I'm okay with where I am right now. Teaching nursing, was the more accepted courses then. More respectable that time. There are not many business people, so business courses would be explored, but not many of us would take that. And also the creative space was just blowing up. It was just coming up. And most people would see like being a musician would not earn you a living, or being a painter or a sculptor would not earn you a living that time. And for sure, just a number of people were renowned painters and artists and painters and sculptors that time. But very many of us got into teaching, into nursing. I don't know.
I can imagine how much pushback these people had to face. They might have been the rebels of your time.
True. They were labeled rebels, and most people would say that you are wasting your life.
Life, not even time.
You're wasting your life doing things that would not earn you a position in the society. I don't remember in my community anyone who was a respected painter. I don't remember that time. We used to read about them, maybe in the city or somewhere else, but not coming from the community. Yeah. And funny enough, my siblings, my brothers and my two elder brothers were very good at art. and they pursued that. Somehow my parents were were letting them do whatever they wanted to do with their life. My parents were a little, how do I say? They were enlightened a
Liberal.
little. Yeah, they were not liberal. I wouldn't say liberal, but they would understand that someone can follow their passion. Yeah, so they would let my brothers do art. They actually did that in college.
Wow, big up to them.
Yeah, true. My two brothers did art in college, and yeah, it was okay. And I think those spaces that time were not as big as they are right now. So if you did art, there was just a certain path that you were supposed to follow. You would not do your
Explore
art and
much.
explore much with it, yeah, as people do right now. Right now, it is so versatile, as in so dynamic, as in you do art and you're able to do so many things with that. But during our time, it was just a small
specific
space,
path.
yeah, a specific path that you just take.
And now look at us. The creative industry is flooded.
True,
It's
it is
overflowing.
flooded. And if you look at it so much, the younger ones are the ones who made it be very visible. Yeah, it was either TV or just theater acting or whatever. It was just a linear thing that people would just follow, would not exploit wider as it is right now. So I would love that the people who are in their 20s to be able to explore more and learn as much as you can. Explore your creativity side, explore your business side, explore your, I don't know, just do whatever you feel you can do, because after some time you get into a space where you are able to pick what really works for you,
or what you're really good at.
Yeah, what you're really good at.
I think exploring should even start before 20s.
I think so, but probably that's what they're doing with the CBC. I'm not sure, but I feel that they're able to train a child into what they're comfortable with. Yeah, right now. And if there's going to be an opportunity for them to earn a good living out of what they're comfortable with, yeah, so be it. Let them do what they're able to do. Yeah.
That's true. And I also feel like different generations have different challenges. And I feel like for the Gen Zs and a better part of the millennials, those ones born between 1992 there to 99, are faced with a huge slump of unemployment. And so you have to be creative and think of what to do. So even if your mom wanted you to be a lawyer or be a doctor or be a nurse, where are you going to get that job from?
Yeah,
so those are the challenges being faced by the young people now. But I feel like the challenges you faced at your time could still inform the challenges you are facing now.
True.
So what are some of these challenges you faced? How did you overcome or maneuver through them that can help the young people now?
For once, I think the young people right now are very, how do I say it? They learn from seeing. They're learning from seeing what the older people have done with their lives and whatever parts they took in their life. So we are acting as role models to them, and they're seeing that person is a teacher and look at how they're living. So I don't want to be a teacher. So they decide to do something that maybe they imitate someone who's probably prosperous or successful in their field. But for us, I think people used to do things out of necessity. Out of necessity there are not many teachers. there are not many nurses, so we needed nurses and teachers during our time. So it was easy for someone to
Go through
see
school.
to go to school to be a teacher, because the local schools where they come from didn't have teachers, or the hospital didn't have nurses. So you would see that there's a space where they can fill with whatever they're going to do in school. But right now it is kind of flooded. Now there are many teachers, there are many nurses, and if you are young and you want to be a nurse, you have to do something extra to be picked to do the nursing. If you are a teacher, you have to do something extra, to be picked. So right now it is harder. I believe it is harder for the young ones. They have to relearn things, whatever they've learned, and relearn other things, and add on that, so that they stand out, actually.
I feel also unlearn, because you have to unlearn what you are continuously told. If you want a better life, you need to excel in school.
Yeah, true. Or you need to be employed.
Yes,
You need to be, I don't know. There's a way that some things were just accepted during our time, that you'll go to school, go to college and get employed, and many people are not entrepreneurial. Right now, I feel the young ones are going through that direction more, which is good. It is giving them some freedom on to do what they can with their lives and their skills. And there are so many other things right now that the young ones can do. I don't feel there's no work for them. I feel there's a lot of work for them. The fields are far much wider right now, not especially with IT. The IT has opened up so many routes for the young ones right now. It was just the other day I put a status on my WhatsApp, how the young ones right now they're building things on the computer, and just with no worry, it comes easy for them. But during our time, you would be even afraid to even use the computer. There are some people who would even look at the mouse and be afraid of holding that mouse during our time. So some things didn't come easy for us. So the spaces many people didn't explore because they were afraid. And right now I feel the young ones are not afraid. That is something that I've just realized. My son tells me that he's able to do many things with his life. And I like to encourage him to learn to do many things with his life, so that he's not conformed to just something that is not profiting him, or is not even happy about.
I like that learning is coming up in most of your phrases, and it's coming up in this conversation a lot. So tell us more about learning. What is it that you wish you had learned in your 20s? And what is it about learning that has kept you going?
They say that you learn in your 20s and earn in your 30s. So if you are in your 20s and there are opportunities for you to learn something new, a new skill set, a new thing that you would like to know, please take that. Because during our time, many of us were complacent. We were comfortable in our spaces. And if you knew that you were doing this thing well, you'd not even learn something else.
Because the opportunities were so many.
The opportunities were so many then. Right now, people need something extra, to be out there or to be noticed. But during our time, if you just, like for me, I know I do lots of desktop publishing and graphic design. but I wouldn't do the kind of graphic design that the young ones are doing right now. Yeah, they've skilled up, they've learned much more, and they're able to even outdo me. They are actually outdoing me. So if I want something to be done that needs a graphic look, I would have to look for a younger person to do it. Yeah, because I don't know, I think their minds are wired different. I don't know. They're not
I
as
think
rigid.
more exposed.
Yeah.
Or do you feel like your generation was a bit
Yeah.
rigid?
Our generation was a bit rigid. We were not exposed to many things, especially with social media right now. The younger generation are able to see many things, good and bad.
And bad.
But during our time, there were
Limited
there were
resources.
limits. You'd just be asked to do that and do that, not many things. Plus, I think it is easier to do some of these things right now than it was during our time. Like before this show, we were talking about how would produce photographs and images. It took a long time before something was produced. Yeah, and many people were not into going into all that hassle to do all that. So just a certain number of people were able to do that. They'd acquired that knowledge to do that. Right now it is easy. It is easy to do that. So the younger ones have much more opportunities to do things. Yeah, but if you are able to learn something new, that will be beneficial for you in future. Yeah, it is just different right now. So I wish in my 20s I was able to explore more and learn more. And maybe I would have used that even during my time right now. Yeah.
Do you feel like fear ruled most of you in your 20s?
Yeah, most times it was the fear of failure. Because we didn't know any better. We didn't know many things. And we were afraid that we would fail and probably it would just be of no use. So most of our times we were ruled by fear. But I know a few of us who were fearless. And they did many great things. They've accomplished much more than was deemed them to accomplish that time.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And I'm now thinking during that time, you say we learn in our 20s and make money in our 30s. But right now we are seeing people in their 20s making money.
True.
So talk to us about saving. When did you learn how to save and how money can work for you?
I think I learned how to save in my 30s. I was late. Plus, money was not easy to come by then. Would work. I remember my first job. I used to earn 300 shillings per day. That is over 20 years ago. And I would not even negotiate to earn more. I didn't know better. I didn't know that with the skills that I had at that time, I could have negotiated to be paid more. Yeah. So with the 300 shillings, you've already budgeted it. You know, you'll use it for fare. You'll use it to buy dinner. You'll use it to buy lunch. And that is it.
And you wait for the next 300 in the
And you wait, yeah. So at the end of the week, I would earn around, how much is that, 1,500?
Yes.
Yeah, 1,500
That's
shillings.
for 5 days.
That is for 5 days, yeah.
So in a month, that should be about
5,000. If it, yeah.
5,000 is so little.
It is so little right now.
Even housemates are not paid.
Yeah. I remember I received my very, very, very first salary. I did the the population census thing, and I was paid 5,200 shillings. And
That
I
was in a
rich.
month.
No, that was just for a few days.
For a few,
I think
wow.
that was a lot of money that time. Because I remember I even loaned my mom some money to go pay school fees for my younger sister.
Oh, look at
I
you
took
taking out
out a friend out
responsibilities.
to lunch. Yeah, that
Oh,
time
you were
it
really
was
flexing.
it was a lot of money that time. But yeah, I didn't even have a mind to put that money into something to grow it. Yeah, I bought shoes, I bought clothes, I made my hair. You know,
You were living.
yeah, just that. But it is something that came easy, so I didn't see the need to make a big thing out of it that time. But if a 20-year-old is able to earn some money right now, I would recommend that they would learn how to save some money, invest maybe even some of it so that it grows, and just live a comfortable life. I know there are some people who have lots and lots of monies in their 20s. I understand there's something called forex,
Yes.
trading, there's crypto. If you ask me, the people in their 30s and in their 20s know so much about these things than people my age.
Yeah.
Although some of us know about it, not many of us are able to venture into it. Some are still afraid.
It's not the traditional way of making money.
Yes, yeah, it is not the traditional way of making money. We were taught that hard work pays. So you have to put a lot of hard work to earn money. Right now, people earn money passively.
So I can imagine how much it would be tormenting for someone who's been taught to be hardworking so that they can earn, and now you're told you can just sleep or sit and earn money, and you're like, that's a scam.
Yeah, that is it. You would be afraid to venture into it because it is something new, something different. Although it would be such a blessing, such a blessing to be able to just earn money passively. Yeah, because I was talking to a friend the other day and I was telling them since I was 23, I have always worked. I have always worked since I was 23 years old. And right now I would just want to relax, maybe take a sabbatical and just enjoy life, travel,
have some passive income
and stuff, and have if I had some passive income, that would be even better. So when you're in your 20s, you do this saving thing. When you're in your 40s, you'll not be working too much.
You'll be
not be
reaping
working
from
hard.
what you...
Yeah, you'll be reaping from what you already sowed earlier. You'd be able to do so much. You'd be able to travel. You'd be able to buy things that you need, or you feel you need in your life. The 20s somewhat chart our life in future. But most of us had no idea. Most of us even right now have no idea.
You thought the energy you have in your 20s is what
you'll still have right now. Yeah. There's a joke going around that if a man wants to marry, they marry a 30-year-old woman. Those ones are tired women. They're tired women. They sleep by 9. They spend their day working, so they will not disturb them.
They have to take tea in the evening.
Yeah.
And wear some stocks.
That is something that I do. I have to take tea. I don't know if you guys take tea in the evening. I have to take tea to be able to sleep.
For us, really, why are you taking tea on Friday evening?
We take tea anytime, for us to function. But we would not be as tired as we are right now. Yeah, if we had worked smarter, and maybe right now we'd just be earning passively, or we would have put mechanism in places where now other people work for us. Yeah, so yeah, 20s are important because you look at the way you spent your life, your 20s, and just regret that. Yeah, it's hard for me right now because I didn't utilize my 20s well. Yeah. So it is, if you are earning money right now in your 20s, please set something aside. Just it grows. You don't have many things right now. You don't have school fees. Some people in their 20s still live at home. There's no need for a vehicle. In my 20s, I never even used to see the need to have a vehicle. But I know most 20s right now have vehicles. You are still agile enough to get around. Yeah. So you can save the money that you spent on fuel and servicing your car and doing all that. Save
The
it for
parking
future.
fees.
Yeah. And parking fees. Yeah. And it's expensive if you're not moneyed.
Yeah.
If you own a vehicle and you're not moneyed, it is expensive, and it can even become, I don't know, a liability.
True, that's true.
To you. So yeah, save some money in your 20s if you're earning. But most people really fall into the earning space when they're in their 30s. Yeah, and you can still continue with that culture. You can still save. You can still continue to manage your budgets well. Yeah, I don't mean that you become selfish to self. You don't buy nice things for yourself. Once in a while, it is good to enjoy life. And I don't think you'll enjoy life better than when you're in your 20s.
Yeah, and they say life is for the living.
Yeah, life is for the living. Yeah, life is for the living. So when you are still alive in your 20s, enjoy that life. Yeah, even right now, if you've made it, enjoy life. Even
Even
in your
in your 40s. Yeah, it's never
even
too
in your
late.
30s, even in your 50s.
People say life begins at 40. Is it now the realization of the power you hold that comes to you in your 40s?
It's true.
Or is it that now you're moneyed?
Yeah, both, because you're moneyed, you know how to get about and get money, but also because now you've almost seen it all. Yeah, you've almost seen it all. So you're not just experimenting about things. You're actually doing what you need to do and what you know. So the 40s, life beginning at 40 is, yeah, it's cliche really, because I see many people in their 40s struggling with life. They're not actually living life. They're just getting by. But life starting at 40 should have been informed by your 20s.
By your 20s,
yeah. So that you actually live that life in your 40s.
Yeah, how you
but you know, in the 40s, people are already married.
Yes,
They have older kids. So not so many things are tying them down. So they're able to live their life as they want.
as they want.
Yeah.
Speaking of marriage, I hear most people in your generation in their 20s were dating for marriage. We don't see that as often nowadays. Maybe speak to us about relationships, friendships, and commitment. What you wish you had known in your 20s and what you wish people could do now that they're in their 20s.
I wish I'd known that you can date as many people as you can.
Oh,
in your
that's
20s.
rich.
But then it was a known thing that if you're dating many people, if you are in this relationship, it lasts a year, then you go to another one, you are promiscuous. Loose, actually, that is the word that we would use, was loose. You are loose.
Oh.
So right now I feel the young ones have that ability to decide if they're comfortable in this relationship or not. Many of us endured our relationships. And so as not to be labeled loose, you would just
Stick to a wrong
stick to
option.
just that option.
Oh, really? Just knowing that this is not the person
Yeah.
for you and you stick.
Most of us just stayed.
Must have
Okay,
been
even
hard.
right now, I still see people who just decide to stay, but it is not as it used to be during our time. Not really loving your partner was necessary. It was just if you suit the part, if it looked okay.
What did suiting
just-
entail? Maybe if your parents like them?
Yeah,
or-
like if your parents are happy with that partner, it is okay. If he's an acceptable person in the society, it is okay. It didn't really matter if you really connected. There are very many people who got into relationships and they were disconnected. It didn't really matter that this person was not of your caliber or status, as long as it was accepted in the society. Yeah, you would just stay.
So does that mean now you people never dated your friends?
We did, we did, but you know, your friends, there's a bias when you date your friends, you know. There are some things that you overlook when you date your friends because they're your friends. But if you dated someone new, you'd actually know really if you are connecting with them or not.
not.
Yeah, but there were many arranged marriages that time. You know, an auntie would bring a boy from somewhere and ask you to look at him and see if you you match and
Aunties played quite a role there.
Aunties played quite a role there. They were just the matchmakers of that time.
The Tinders.
aunties, yeah, the Tinders and the matchmakers, kabisa. So many people were in loveless marriages or relationships, and it was even worse if that relationship bore children. You would not even think of leaving, you know. So it was, I don't know, it was hard because you'd want to be seen in the society a certain way. And right now there's something that is going about that marriage ni ya mafala.
Yeah. Marriage
Marriage ni ya mafala. So I don't think something like that would be accepted during our time.
I can imagine the backlash.
You'd not even think it.
It was devil worshipper.
It was esteemed that time to be married, you know. So if someone said something like that time, that marriage near, if you are stupid to be in a marriage, no.
It wouldn't even make sense because now everyone successful is married.
Yeah. Everyone, typically, to be successful, you needed to have a position in church, you needed to be married. To be given a position maybe in the community, you needed to be married, you know.
So that would even inform the politicians.
Yes, true. So if you are not married, you are looked at as an outcast. So a failure. Yeah. So many people clung to marriages that were not working for them because they wanted to look a certain way. Yeah. And as the years progressed, many people had the courage to get out. And I know there are many single women in their 40s and many single men in their 40s who previously were married
in their 20s or 30s.
In their 20s or 30s. So when the light bulb just comes up and you realize it's not working, and no matter how hard you're trying, the courageous ones would live.
Because I can imagine it can really leave you feeling powerless. You're tied to someone that you don't like, and this is for eternity,
It's
maybe
true.
till
It's
death
true.
do you part.
And there's something that creeps in if you are in a marriage that you are not really into it. There is resentment, there is rebellion. There are things that just happen in that marriage that will just make it a very dangerous place to be. And raising children in such an environment is actually not even nice.
True.
The kids grow up with trauma. But people used to just persevere. People used to persevere. Gender-based violence.
It was quite rampant.
It was quite rampant during our time. And it was actually accepted.
What do you mean?
Most times it was accepted that if the woman erred, the man can beat them, discipline them,
Discipline?
Yes, it was discipline.
How do you even call beating up your wife discipline?
You
need to be disciplined.
I remember there was even talk that if a man doesn't beat you, he doesn't love you. To show love, they needed to correct you in a certain way.
That's
and
wrong
that
in
included,
so many ways.
Yeah, that was so
like
wrong.
he's disciplining his children, he also disciplines you?
As in,
my.
there were no boundaries. The children would, and the women would just be gathered together as one. So he would beat you. He would deny you stuff. He would just teach you a lesson. Yeah. And I don't think that happens right now. It does happen, but it's not as rampant.
Yeah.
And there's also been education out there, so people know that if you beat your wife, you're going to get arrested and be put behind bars. But it was just widely accepted then that that is domestic affairs. So there was nothing wrong with you beating your wife.
Wow.
Or even the wife beating the husband.
Those were hard times.
Although there were hard times.
Heads up, I'm about to make it a little bit more unfiltered. Here at S3XPLAINED, we have often spoken about safe sex. And as you're saying it feels like most people, maybe there are those that engaged in sex before marriage, but most people really engaged in sex after marriage. But now we are seeing more than that. Young people are more open to, sex before marriage, and there's a variety of issues on sexuality. But then, what were some of the things that you guys talked about or did that you now look at and you're like, why did we have this myth going around, especially when it came to sex?
First of all, we never used to talk about sex. We
Not even with peers?
We only had information about sex that were taught in our biology and science class, and home science kidogo, but sex was a myth. Even with peers, maybe the boys would talk about it, but us ladies were kind of reserved about it. We would not talk freely that you've had sex with someone. You would not say that. You would not even say that you are intending to have sex with someone. Okay, maybe in my circles, but I don't remember it being just out there. But we used to have the idea of sex. We would know that this is something that happens. We knew that people engaged in sex, and it was termed bad manners. So
even in your 20s?
Even in my 20s. Okay, in our 20s, unless the issue of being promiscuous also comes in. So if you are this loudmouth who talks about sex, you are termed promiscuous. So if you are having sex, keep it to yourself. Not talk about it, even if it's bad, even if you're not enjoying it. Just keep it to yourself. Yeah.
Wow.
So if you go out there to your fellow girls and start talking about how bad your sex life is, you'd be labeled promiscuous. You are not talking about it. Yeah.
So do you now see it as progression that people are now talking
Right
about
now,
it?
the only thing that I don't like about it right now is that it is so out there that people are freely doing it with no boundaries. Yeah,
The
and
dignity from it has been
the
stripped
dignity
off.
from it has been struck off. You people are experimenting too much with many things. People are playing about with it. Sex is not bad. It's something nice, but you don't have to overdo it. That is what I feel. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to be too loud about it. Just give it the necessary attention that it needs.
requires,
Yeah. And then, just if it's teaching people about safe sex, it is okay. Teach them the necessary things. Don't go overboard about it. And many people in the youth right now have actually experimented. Many, not all. But I feel during our time there was a lot more sex than there is right now.
Oh, how so?
With the youth and the people in their 20s, I feel so. I feel right now many people have a choice to decide to have sex or not to have sex.
Yeah.
But during our time, if you had a boyfriend, a serious boyfriend, and he asked you for sex, you would not even say no. You'd just
Really?
agree. Yeah, you'd just agree.
And
'Cause
during this
that is-
time, were you using protection?
It was 50-50. There are some people who would use protection. There are some people who would not use protection. Most people would rather not use protection because they feel it's not as nice, as sweet. But even the protection itself was not even readily available that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you would not even spare the 20 shillings to go buy a condom or something. I know there are people who have never even seen the female condom.
Oh.
Okay, I've seen it maybe once or twice myself. So you can imagine, I feel I am a little bit exposed. How many others my age who've never seen it?
Not seen it.
Yeah, who've not seen it or used it. The men my age never liked the condoms. I don't know why. They never liked using protection. There was a myth about it that it reduces
The
their
sperm count.
not their sperm count, their libido. If you continually use it, you'll not be sexually active.
That's such a wrong thing to say.
Yeah, it is.
And
a wrong thing
incorrect.
It is incorrect, but that is what they used to feel then. That if you keep using protection, you become dormant in bed. So, yeah, right now it is widely known. Many people are very sexual right now.
Yes.
They even decide to be what they want to be. You can decide what sex you want to do,
Yes.
or what sex orientation you want to be inclined to. So during our time, such things were frowned upon. Just talking about sex freely, even amongst peers. So because now for me, I was so shy, I would not even talk about my experiences you know. I would not even talk to my friends if I enjoyed the sex I'm having or not. So yeah, it just informs us that then sex was taboo. It was a taboo talk. I remember even our parents would not even think that our parents are having sex.
Yeah. Okay, it even feels like a taboo right now to think
Even
about
right
it.
now, yeah, you don't even feel it. But I know parents who talk to their kids about sex, who even show them how to go about sex.
Parents, not even aunties or uncles.
Some parents right now, there are so many liberties that even parents are able to do that. So yeah, it's sex right now is almost deemed normal. It's not like the before when it was
The taboo
yeah, it was a
eras.
taboo, and you just talk about it a certain time, you know, when someone is getting married or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, and considering that right now sex actually pays some people, so they're able to venture into it freely. Yeah, it's grown in
And we
leaps
even
and
have sex
bounds.
educators nowadays.
True, yeah, we have, yeah, and something like that was only taught to people who are getting into marriage, and only a few aunties or a few people knew how to talk about it to people who are getting into marriage. Not everyone was supposed to know so much about sex.
I still think we should go back to that point
Yeah.
where it's saved for people who are going into marriage.
Yeah.
But then here we are. And even for us, here we are. I'm told, Dorothy, that we have almost 0 minutes left. We've talked and talked. But thank you so much for the nuggets of wisdom.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure the 20-year-olds watching us know now that they won't be 20 forever, and they need to act now to have a better 40 or 50, you know, the kind where you're just chilling and vibing with your peeps, going out for holidays.
True.
And just to wind us up, what would you say to the young Dorothy right now?
I would have told her not to be afraid. The younger Dorothy was so afraid of so many things. So I would just told her not to be afraid right now. The 20s are supposed to be free and explorative, and yeah, she did not do much of that. Yeah. But she's not complaining.
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. She can still do that in her 40s.
Perfect. Thank you. So, well, to you, our viewers, you've had it. Make 20s the best time of your life. Learn as much as you can. Save if you're earning. And remember, do it boldly. Do not fear. Until next time, see you.